Have you ever noticed that the closer someone gets to you, the more you feel the urge to pull back? You stop replying as much. You avoid making plans. You start finding faults in them you didn't see before. And before you know it, the connection fades. You might tell yourself, "I'm just busy," or "we weren't that close anyway." But deep down, you know there's a pattern. Today, we're going to explore why you push people away, even when you want connection, and what you can do to stop. Most people think pushing someone away is an active choice, but in reality, it's often a defense mechanism. It's your brain trying to protect you from something it thinks is dangerous. Emotional closeness. That closeness could trigger memories of being abandoned in the past, fear of being judged when the real you comes out, a sense of losing control. This is why some people describe it as feeling like an invisible wall suddenly appears between them and the other person. On the outside, you might look cold, detached, even disinterested. On the inside, it's chaos. You're hyper-aware, questioning every move and waiting for the moment they hurt you. Pushing people away rarely starts in adulthood. It often traces back to early experiences. Maybe when you were a child, you learned that getting close to someone came with a cost. Maybe you had a caregiver who was unpredictable, loving one moment, distant the next. Your nervous system adapted by keeping people at arm's length so you wouldn't be blindsided by rejection. Or maybe you went through betrayal later in life, a breakup, a friend who turned on you, or a moment you were vulnerable and someone used it against you. Your brain recorded that pain and now treats emotional intimacy as a threat signal. The cruel part: you can crave connection, but your own survival instincts sabotage it. When you push people away, you often create the very rejection you are trying to avoid. You withdraw. They feel unwanted. They pull back. You see it as proof they didn't care. It's not that they didn't care. It's that they couldn't get through the wall you built. And with each cycle, the wall gets thicker. The fear grows stronger. And trust becomes harder to rebuild. Breaking this pattern starts with awareness. Here are steps that can help. Name the fear. When you feel the urge to pull back, ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I stay close? Often, just naming it, "I'm scared of being abandoned," takes away some of its power. Practice small doses of vulnerability. Don't dump your entire life story. Share something small and notice that the world doesn't end. Let your nervous system experience safety in tiny steps. Challenge the narrative. If your inner voice says, "They'll leave like everyone else," remind yourself, that's a fear, not a fact. Let people earn your trust instead of assuming betrayal. You don't have to fling the doors wide open, but try leaving them unlocked. Get comfortable with discomfort. Emotional closeness will feel scary at first. That's not a sign something's wrong. It's a sign you're entering new territory. The truth is, pushing people away isn't proof you're cold or broken. It's proof that you've been hurt, and that you're still learning how to believe in safety again. If you start small, challenge the fear, and let good people stay, you'll find that connection can feel less like a threat and more like coming home.